Welcome back. A brutal attack outside of a church sent a deacon to the hospital. Several teens beat up a 73-year-old man. They did it in broad daylight. But he also has a clear message of forgiveness for the three teens. News 2's Josh Breslow has the story.
Walter Bolton has been a deacon at St. John Catholic Church in Memphis for many years, but has never left the church looking like this.
He pulled me down the stairs. It was 4 stairs.
4 guys who he says all appeared to be underage attacked him on the steps of the rectory in broad daylight this week.
All praises to the Most High YAHAWAH. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wow. I'm sorry. My apology. All praises to the Most High YAHAWAH, the Heavenly Father. In the name of the Holy Spirit, the earthly mother, sanctifying Yahawashi, the Holy Son. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, welcome. This is your humble servant, Biglevi. And today is Sunday, January the 31st, 2021. And it's currently 4:17 a.m. I can't sleep, man. Listen, I'm sorry. I was about to do this. I was about to do the recycling center, the fire they have somewhere in New Jersey, and it's been burning for a while, and they said this thing going to be burned for like a couple of days, but I just find out this thing, man, the priest of Mahan, the prophets of Baal, they are getting hate left and right, man. They are getting spiritually hate and they are getting physically hate. So, I didn't mean to laugh. Anyway, that's how the Mossad does this thing. So, all right, let's proceed, brothers and sisters. This is Esau's trouble. Peace be with you. There will be no Jacob's trouble, brothers and sisters. All right, let us move in, and then we'll just talk about some stuff. All right, let's document it. Esau's trouble. All right, this is the priesthood of Mahan, Baal's prophet.
I went out the front door and looked around, as I always do.
The coast appeared to be clear, so he briefly turned his back to look up. But when he turned back around, he saw the teens walking down the street toward him.
And then one of them yelled out to me, "Sir, do you need any help?" And of course, I immediately told him, "No, I don't need any help," because I knew what that meant. So I turned around to go back into the rectory, and when I did, one of them came running up, grabbed me, and threw me down the stairs.
Okay, so I'm not quite sure what's going on here. This is St. John of Memphis. Didn't something happen in that church involving some pedophile? But anyway, we know for a fact the priesthood of Mahan are the biggest pedophile on this planet. They are the biggest traffickers of children on the planet. So nobody ever called them out. Okay, the priesthood of Mahan consists of the Catholic Church, the Baptist Church, Pentecost, Adventist, Muslim, all of them, every religion, or the priesthood of Mahan. So they are the biggest traffickers of kids, of children, and stuff like that. But yet you never heard of those QAnon and stuff. But anyway, give me a second. I think something happened in what happened in Memphis. I believe we did a story on that. What was this again? St. John Catholic Church.
St. John around Fort-Lauderdale.
St. John's
sure.
Catholic Church in Memphis, Tennessee, pedophile. Okay. Yeah, something happened. Something happened last time. Catholic Church. Anyway, it's somewhere. Oh yeah, those guys were guys that were molested by priests and get raped. So that's the thing. That thing. Snap is like survive or something. Anyway, let's move in. Let's put this down. Yeah, man. I was going through my old beats that I made 16 years ago, and I was looking into them. I'm like, wait, they're pretty good. Man, I was a genius, man. When I was, I'm still young, but when I was like 17, I was a genius.
Terrifying armed robbery caught on camera in Miami Beach. Watch as 3 women walk away.
Anyway, so I was watching those things, and then I released a song in 2009. I think I'm about to re-release it again because it's been 11 years, so I was a teenager. All right, let's do this.
Bolton went crashing face first into the pavement. Then the teens went right for his car keys.
They grabbed my keys and ran to my car and drove away.
So they targeted this dude. Yeah, well, the Most High did. So whatever happened to this guy, to hell with him. You know, it's something good that happened to him, and we laugh at him. It's just like I wasn't expecting his face. I didn't watch the video. I wasn't expecting his face to be all bloody and all messed up like that. I saw Deacon attacked outside church, and I thought like, okay, well, let me start it with this, because the priesthood of Mahan, they are backing down, because the people are messing with the money, so they don't like that. When it comes to the money, brothers, they will tell you the truth. So anyway, this is Esau's trouble. Let's keep on moving.
They made it only about a mile before crashing. After a brief foot chase, police arrested 3 of the suspects, one of whom is 14 years old.
Some people say, well, why do you have a church there? And I said, things like this is the reason we're there.
No. The reason why you're there, because you want to molest little boys. That's what you guys are there for. St. John Catholic Church. It seems something happened there, brothers. I cannot put I don't want to put my finger into this, but I cannot put my mind into it. But is it in Tennessee or Memphis? Well, no, Memphis is not in Tennessee, right? Is it in Mississippi? Okay, it's Memphis, okay. St. John Catholic Church, Memphis, pedophile. Okay. It's when why keep going back to this? Something happened over there. Memphis, right? Memphis, sex scandal, I believe. Something like that happened. I'm not quite sure. I think it was like one of those priests. Okay. Anyway, well, it's pretty much the same thing. There's something in there. Something happened over there. What was it? Yeah, this is the priesthood of Mahan with the mark of the beast and all that nonsense. Beautiful. All right, let's move in.
Here to love their neighbors and even in the most extreme of cases, preach compassion.
I've been telling everybody to pray for the young men, to ask the Lord to forgive them, which I know that he will.
Josh Breslow, News 2.
Yeah, all right. When those guys say to forgive them and stuff like that, don't be surprised that that Deacon fellow had some type of sexual pleasure while they were beating the spirit out of him. You know, some of them are like that. They like to be beaten. So this happened yesterday. Today is the 30th. Well, like 2 days ago. Okay, so today is the 31st. Okay, yeah, man, it's crazy. Okay, so there are still some people who deserve to call themselves clergy. You go to hell, man. You go to hell. Let's move in, brothers, to that fire over there. This is crazy, man. I was following this thing. I'm like, whoa, that thing is crazy.
They're still working on a huge fire at a recycling center out in New Jersey. Firefighters are still working on a huge fire at a recycling center out in New Jersey, and we're told it could take several days before that fire is completely out.
So this is the second plague of the apocalypse of Abraham, all right? Fiery conflagration of the cities. As you can see, let's define the word conflagration. Define, well, it won't do it. All right, blah, 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 blah. Here we go. Define conflagration.
Here's the definition of conflagration: an extensive fire which destroys a great deal of land or property.
Fire, blaze, flames, inferno, firestorm, and holocaust. So, and that's my favorite. This is those people, true holocaust. Has they been seeing? Let's see. Oh, all right. Let's see right there. Anyway, they've been noticed for a while now, brothers. Those things are not normal. Okay, from New Jersey to New York, they've been catching a lot of fire. Well, a lot of hell. So they are now noticing that something is not right, because the fire is pretty much all over. I don't know what. Lately, somehow the comments don't want to show. So let's see if we can move in, and then we'll pull up Genesis 15, verse 13.
CBS 2's Kieran Dillon has more from the scene in Passaic.
Dozens of firefighters remain here on the scene of this massive fire in Passaic, New Jersey. Dark black smoke continues to billow out of the impacted recycling plant. Now, the 5-acre commercial warehouse belongs to Atlantic Coast Fibers, a recycling plant here in Passaic. Firefighters say the flames were first detected in the middle of the warehouse in a pile of cardboard around 11:30 last night. They say the flames took off so quickly that neither fire extinguishers nor the sprinkler system could stop them.
Yes, of course, because it's a recycling center. And again, like, you know, including yours too, you used to work in those things. So those things are highly flammable because you got a lot of cardboards and plastics and things like that. So once they catch on fire, that's it.
Adding the plant is likely a total loss. Now, one firefighter was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Several others were treated on the scene for hypothermia and for injuries related to slipping and falling on ice. Officials say it's likely crews will be on the scene for the next several days, putting out hot spots.
Operating well over 150 firefighters, again, from 5 counties. We're going to be here probably for the next couple days.
So you hear that. So they're going to be here for some time because the burial is not playing, all right? She is not playing, okay? The Most High is not playing. All the angels are here and they are bringing hell. All right, let's pull up Genesis 15, verse 13. Oh, what do we have today? Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything, all right then. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. You know what time it is? Judgment time. Bazing. If my daughter was there, she would have said, Zaza. Yeah. All right, let's take Genesis 15. Oops, I almost stopped this. Did it stop? Is that thing recording? Yes. Oh, okay, yes, it is. You won't believe how many times I'm recording this and then it's not. Okay. Oh boy, verse 13. So all of those things, brothers and sisters, we know it's happening on the behalf of the covenant. And he said unto Abraham, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in the land that is not theirs, and they shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 100 years. And now, this prophecy was already fulfilled. It's been fulfilled in 2019. Well, you know, to be fair, 2020, after the Great Conjunction, December 21st sealed it. Now, we are entering our new year, which is less than 41 days. Okay, ago. Today is the 31st. We're beginning the 40 days fast until March 12th. Okay, the sun is not risen yet. Okay, risen. The sun is not risen yet, rising yet. Boy, I'm horrible at grammar. So I can eat if I wanted to, but nah. Today I will do a liquid fast, so we'll fast to tell the Most High thank you for taking us out of Jacob's trouble and put the Gentiles into their tribulation and put Esau into Esau's trouble. All right, so the father, because of what they did to the children of Abraham, the father have 10 plagues for them. Okay, and I got number 7. There's a whole video I'm going to do on number 7, which is shocks. While beast will be their grave. Look out for this video. It's gonna be from Australia. We have one brother over there. We have a brother over there. He's sending us a bunch of videos that he found. So I'm going to do my best to make the compilation, so to speak, and then we will get that done. All right, brothers and sisters, let us move in.
A huge fire down the shore damaged an amusement park along the boardwalk. You can see the flames and thick smoke billowing from Playland's Castaway Cove out in Ocean City. A city spokesman says it all started around 8 a.m. in a building that houses the park's arcade, offices, and 2 fast food restaurants. While the facility has extensive damage, no one was inside, no one was hurt. The cause is still being investigated.
Yeah, so that's in New York again. Like you see, New Jersey, New York, and there are so many fires. Even the people that stay in New York can tell you, like, this is weird. But hey, you know, this is the Most High. For some reason, the stuff is not showing. Well, too much things in there. But let me see if I can refresh that. It could be. Let me see, because, oops.
Firefighters are still working on a huge...
Pull it down. All right.
Firefighters are still working on a huge fire.
Okay, it's, oh, wow. One comment. Yeah, I believe when I tried to replay it, it did not. But a lot of fire.
So breaking this morning, another fire, this time in Manhattan, leaves 4 firefighters hospitalized. Flames could be seen shooting out of the windows of this building on West 100.
That's the Barriel for you, okay? She's burning things down, brothers. And you got in Brooklyn, it's just like one day they got like major fires, okay? Harlem, well, Staten Island and stuff like that, and it's a lot of fires.
15th Street in Harlem. The FDNY says the fire is on the 1st and 2nd floor and was reported around 7:30 this morning. No word yet on the cause. The injured firefighters are expected to be okay.
Yeah, so as you can see, brothers, the second plague is heavy upon those people, and some of them are starting to make the connection. Okay, a lot of the again, that city is burning in so many ways. A lot of those people all start seeing certain things, or are not the same way. They're unusual. Okay. So, some scumbag, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, on December the 30th, January the 31st. That's good, that's good, that's good. Rajat Huja, could be some Indian fellow. May he go straight to hell. All right, let's move into the next video.
Keith and detectives cleared the scene just...
Now to a developing story that we've been following since our afternoon newscasts. A man is dead and a child hurt in a shooting in West Harris County. And tonight, the person who fired that gun is still on the loose. It happened at an apartment complex on West Green Boulevard near the Katy Freeway just before 4 o'clock this afternoon. That is where we find KPRC2's Jonathan Martinez tonight. Jonathan.
Yeah, Keith, and detectives cleared the scene just a short time ago, but they are still trying to piece together this deadly shooting. All the while, the suspect responsible is still on the run.
All right. This is number 9 of the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. Execution by the sword. As we know, the sword is the modern day gun, and the real sword, and knives, and anything that somebody committed murder, that's the sword. All right, so a man died and a child is injured somewhere in Houston. Lately, brothers, Houston, wow. I never did any story on those 2 kids because, the Most High haven't put it in my spirit yet because things are fishy. So I just let it like that. But things like that, when they all happen, brothers, when things like that happen, you see this guy, girlfriend or wife, and then you start seeing what kind of people they are. In the spirit.
New tonight, 2 teenagers shot in Point Breeze. It happened in the 1600 block of South 20th Street. Police say the 18-year-old man was shot multiple times. He was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. The 17-year-old girl was shot in the leg. She is in stable condition.
So yeah, you've seen this a lot. A lot of people are getting shot. A lot of them are dying, and then they never find who did this. So the execution by the sword.
A deadly crash overnight after a driver took a turn in North Harris County, lost control, and rolled the car several times. The impact threw the driver out of the car, and by the time deputies got there, he'd passed away.
So now you see this, these things happening, because of the ley line. So let's listen again and then see where they at.
A deadly crash overnight after a driver took a turn in North Harris County, lost control, and rolled the car several times.
So you can see this. This is a ley line right here. This is a train track. We know all the train track, they run on top of ley line. So this dude somehow, I don't know how to explain this. He took a wrong turn, he took a turn, and then his car flipped, and then he ejected out of the car. Okay, brothers and sisters, and we've been doing this a lot. We see a lot of those guys keep getting ejected out of the car. Like, what happened? Why on earth is this keep happening? Why people, when they hit something, they flew out of the car? So are they, all of them, they are not wearing seatbelts? What happened here?
The impact threw the driver out of the car, and by the time deputies got there, he'd passed away. They say this happened on Mesa Drive near the railroad tracks, and investigators are trying to figure out why he lost control.
That's the thing. They still don't know about the ley line, and we know the ley line took this dude out. Okay, because what happened is, the train track, and then again, those guys, he probably was doing like 15 miles an hour, taking a slow turn. You know, for your car to flip multiple times, brothers, you must have to at least 60 miles, well, at least 75 miles an hour, and then you make a very sharp turn. You know, but I don't know, man. All I know is, like, hey, the ley line is that thing, you know. Is that thing recorded? Let me see. All right, let's move in.
We're following a breaking news alert tonight. Search crews are back out on the scene of a crime looking for a fugitive accused of killing 2 men in a Tennessee duck blind. Erica Francis is at the WKRN.com alert desk with new information.
Haley, search crews are back at it again at Reelfoot Lake in Obion County, searching for 70-year-old David Vowell. Vowell is accused of killing 2 duck hunters early Monday morning. Today, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation made Vowell their Friday fugitive, pushing his picture all over social media. Police say Vowell went up to a blind with 26-year-old Chance Black and 25-year-old Zachary Grooms inside.
So yeah, you see this, the Gentiles, well, they've been doing this for a while, but number 9 is all over now, okay? Execution by the sword. So then again, a lot of people are saying that, well, you know, some of our people are getting involved. They are not our people. Brothers, if at this time right now, you see a bunch of people are getting shot and stuff like that, 1, 2, 3, they're not our people. Because the Messiah does not lie. He said on the last day, his children will be all right. Okay? They'll be all right, okay? They'll be all right. So the Messiah is having judgment to the 2/3. You can be a family member, brothers. You are one of the chosen, and the rest of your family are nothing but 2/3. A lot of them gonna get it. Okay, so this is the Gentiles. He went over there, and then you know, for the sake of this video, we'll call those guys 2/3. Okay, they could be, you know, some of us. All right, they look like fine gentlemen that went there and then, you know, killing ducks for some odd reason. I don't know when Jacob became a hunter. I believe Esau was the one that hunted all the time. So they went to kill some ducks, and then they end up being murdered by these old men that went there. Most likely some arguments. I don't know, man. Those people, man.
He started arguing with them, and a witness says Vowell shot and killed the 2 men.
Yeah, that's what happened when you sell somebody bad meth. They're gonna come after you. Let's move in, brothers and sisters.
State police fired shots at a car they were chasing on Interstate 80 and then arrested the suspect in Gary. Indiana troopers noticed the car driving erratically last night on I-80 near Kennedy Avenue. When they tried to pull the car over, the driver sped away and turned off all of the lights. The car then got off the interstate and drove into Gary. Lake County Sheriff's deputies helped troopers corner the car. That's when they say the driver rammed the police vehicles. A sheriff's deputy and 2 troopers shot at that car to stop it. The suspect, 31-year-old Marcus McCabe of Gary, he is the registered owner of that car as well.
Welcome back. A brutal attack outside of a church.
All right, so I don't know what I get from
State
this.
police fired shots at a car they were chasing on Interstate 80 and then arrested the suspect in Gary.
All right,
Indiana troopers noticed the car driving erratically last night.
Okay, somebody got driving erratically and then they shoot them. They shoot at them. Brothers, if you try to keep up with those Gentiles, man, it is your mind is Anyway, as you can see, brothers, those things are happening a lot of time and a lot more often.
But we start with that scary situation for shoppers in Sunnyside. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jonathan Martinez.
And I'm Sion Rhodes. 8 people in the hospital tonight after an SUV slammed into a busy Fiesta on Cullen and Wilmington this afternoon. Tonight, we are hearing firsthand accounts of what happened inside that store from witnesses. KPRC2's Bill Barajas live from the Texas Medical Center where those victims are being treated tonight. So, Bill, what have you learned since we last spoke with you?
Well, the victims are all expected to be okay. As you mentioned, there are 8 of them total. They were all taken to different Houston area hospitals, including Bentop here in the Texas Medical Center just behind me. Now, we spoke to one woman who was nearby when the crash happened. She heard it and rushed to that Fiesta. She was able to help a woman who was badly injured.
So you're going to see the person that rushed and going to help, because that's what those people do. They are programmed anytime they see some type of injury, to some type of catastrophe, calamity, rush, go put your life in danger so you can save wherever that needs to be saved. Well, you know, not wherever, specific people that you need to save.
Oh my God.
This cell phone video is just a few seconds long, but it shows what the scene looked like shortly after a Kia SUV crashed to the front entrance of this busy grocery store chain. Janae Armstead, seen here in the black pants, was nearby and rushed to help.
I actually didn't know that a car went through until someone told me, but I was.
So now we're gonna read her by her spirit. Okay, for those of you, you can see what I'm saying here. If you got the spiritual eyes, you can see it. Okay, you can see what those people are doing. All right, you can't let me see. It's kind of like blurry. There you go.
Car went through until
there we go. You can see it. All right, you can see it because that's what those people do. Okay, you read the spirit. They are the one when something happened. They will go ahead and then risk their life and try, oh my God, I gotta try to help. And I told my people, listen, any hitch like that happen wherever you at, look left, look right, the coast is clear, get the hell out. Save yourself. Okay? And you can see why those people are like that, because that's what she's been doing. That's in the family. Okay? That's the type of spirit that they have.
Someone told me, but I was more focused on the lady that was laying down on the ground face down, and I just seen blood like all over the ground.
Armstead says the woman had a significant head injury. According to police, she was one of 8 victims injured. The youngest victim, just 9 years old.
I could see from where I was standing about 3 other people that were on the ground.
HPD says the driver of that SUV appeared to be under the influence.
So the driver was showing signs of impairment at the scene. He has since been transported. They are conducting a full DWI investigation.
Houston Police Commander Kevin Deese says despite the injuries, everyone was lucky. This could have turned out much worse.
Yeah, so you saw this multiple times, brethren. Multiple time, people driving their car into houses and supermarkets and stuff. That billionaire, his son died. He drove his car into a Verizon. The car exploded and he died. How long we are into this thing? Okay, 26. That is good. I'm doing good today. What is this thing? Oh, boy.
And breaking news out of Northwest Miami-Dade. 2 men shot. A child also grazed by a bullet. This is the scene along Northwest 95th Street and 17th Avenue.
Local 10's Roy Ramos is there live with new information about how the victims are doing this evening. Roy.
Sanella, the good news here is that 7-year-old child is expected to be okay. Police officers out here tell me that child didn't even have to be transported to the hospital. It's a good thing. They are still out here investigating as to what ultimately led up to this shooting. You can see this back area of the gas station blocked off with crime scene tape. Now, I did get a chance to speak to employees inside of this 7-Eleven. They tell me they didn't hear shots fired, which leads them to believe that the shooting didn't even happen here. That truck, they believe, pulled into this parking lot with the victims already in it.
Yeah, lately in Miami, you've seen this a lot. A lot of people are driving and then somebody pull over next to them and start shooting them. And then they ended up in the hospital or they ended up somewhere in a gas station. We saw this with that brother. It was a Levite brother driving with his mother going to work and somebody pulled next to their car and then start shooting. Yeah, the execution by the sword, number 9. So a lot of things is going on, brothers. So, yeah, usually I don't do things like that, but let's take 30 seconds out of it and then out of this and then connect it. As you can see, and this year, and they noticed that in 2020 that the snow was getting a lot more heavier and more frequent. Okay, so this is number 6, increase of hail and snow. All right, so I just picked that one video, and they got a severe a winter storm grips the nation. You know, a bunch of things, but I don't like to go into those things. All right.
New tonight, police made a gruesome discovery inside a Manhattan building this afternoon. A mother and son dead inside their Chelsea apartment. Investigators found the 92-year-old woman unconscious on the couch and a 64-year-old male inside a bedroom. Authorities said they went to the home after another family member could not get in touch with them. Police withheld the names of the deceased pending family notification. The medical examiner will determine the cause of death.
Yeah, so when they held the name, and you know who those people are. Again, a 92-year-old mother living with his 64-year-old son. You see this a lot. They could be, the son could be disabled. You see this a lot. And they keep finding people dead. Either they've been shot, or they just find them dead. Like, they die. Some of those people, you could say they have the virus, the coronavirus. I shouldn't say something. But they are too afraid to go to the hospital, and then they just go somewhere and then they die. Or they feel sick. They don't want to go somewhere, and so the people will tell them they have the virus, and then they just stay home, and then that's it.
Terrifying armed robbery caught on camera in Miami Beach. Watch as 3 women walk along 15th Street. This is a block from Washington Avenue. Then you'll see there, the man gets out of a white car and points a gun at them. The victim starts taking off, just running, and one of them falls. Well, the suspect is then seen taking the victim's purse as well as the victim's cell phone before chasing after the other woman. He finally gives up and drives away. Well, police say Tajani Shepard then pointed a gun at another man 15 minutes later. This is in the area of Collins Avenue and 41st Street. That victim told officers what happened and pointed out the suspect's car. Shepard is now charged with armed robbery with a deadly weapon. He's being held without bond.
Yeah, things like that happen so much, man. They happen so much, like so frequent. You know, so some of the people are giving the Gentiles are giving Gentiles hell, you know. We don't care about this dude. We don't know him, you know. So, yeah, brothers and sisters, every time you turn on YouTube, man, something unusual, something messed up happened, okay. So this is H over there, you know. We saw what happened over there, you know, ultra-Orthodox clash with police, rabbi something, you know, 1 man accused of plotting to kidnap Michigan. I think we're going to close with, let me see if there's anything. Oh, world crews across tri-states are preparing for possible snowstorm. Okay, so the snowstorm are coming, and much more of those things are here. Okay, all right, a lot of those things, they are going to happen. So we just let it go. We just let it happen. We just let the Most High do his things. Okay, so we are not going to, you know, push his hand and talking about what we want the Most High to do, but he's the Most High. We will let him do his own thing because he's the master chess player. Okay, all right. So Israel in the end time, Israel will play a central role in the end times. More scumbaggery, more stuff. This seems to be something that is old because you can see the camera and stuff like that. All right. So, all right, brothers and sisters, thank you for watching. This is Esau's trouble. This is the Gentiles, the tribulation. This is the 2/3 punishment. Be at peace. The covenant has been restored. Hallelujah. Don't fret not. Okay, just relax and enjoy. Oh, this guy is out of his freaking mind. That dude, let me see. His recent video he just uploaded. This dude is out of his freaking mind. No stimulus, get ready to be poor. Yeah, he's talking to his own people. Okay, Wall Street shut down, trading is illegal. So those guys base everything on Wall Street. Back then, these guys was all about buying gold and silver. Now, it's survival. That's right. You guys not going to escape, man. You will not escape the holy judgment of our Holy Father. All right, you can run, you can hide, but you cannot escape. All praises to the Most High YAHAWAH, the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the earthly mother, sanctifying YAHAWAH, the Holy Son. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Be at peace.